The Indus Valley civilization began over 4 millennia ago and ended more than 3,000 years before the first Roman brick was laid. Yet its story feels strangely current. A society that valued order over empire, sanitation over monuments, and fairness over conquest may be the blueprint we need most today. Let's step back from the ruins and look at what they still whisper to us. Lesson 1. Civilization is cooperation, not domination. No palaces, no kingly statues, no war murals. Archaeologists have found evidence of planning boards, shared standards, and neighborhood wells instead. The Harappans built the first large-scale urban system without monarchs. Their power lay in consensus, an achievement almost alien to the modern idea that greatness requires hierarchy. Cities like Mohenjo-Daro worked because citizens obeyed civic logic. Drains cleaned, wells shared, bricks uniform, public good over personal glory. A 4,000-year-old reminder that strong institutions matter more than strong men. And if you want to support civic wisdom in 4K resolution, hit like and subscribe. That's your small act of order. Lesson 2. Clean water, clean society. Every neighborhood had a well. Every house had drainage. Even today, one of South Asia's biggest challenges remains sanitation. The Harappans solved it 4 millennia ago. They treated cleanliness as culture, not luxury. Their Great Bath shows that hygiene and spirituality can coexist. They saw no difference between ritual purity and civic maintenance. Both served community health. Imagine if modern cities held infrastructure to the same sacred standard. Lesson 3. Trade without greed. The Indus economy flourished for centuries without coins, monopolies, or royal hoarding. Fairness was enforced by standardized weights, identical cubes from Harappa to Lothal. Trust was literal, measured in stone. In an era of volatile markets and digital speculation, the Harappan model feels revolutionary. Stability through consistency, not conquest. Ethics embedded in technology. Lesson 4. Sustainability over excess. Harappan architecture was pragmatic. Baked bricks lasted centuries. Wastewater was recycled into fields. When rivers changed, communities migrated rather than fight nature. They adapted. When climate turned hostile, they shifted east and survived. Civilization collapsed, but the people endured. Resilience, not resistance, was their survival code. Today, as we face our own climate crisis, the Indus experience reads like prophecy. Ignore ecology, and even the most ordered society can unravel quietly. Lesson 5. Innovation without ego. The Indus people invented fired brick urbanism, precise metallurgy, faience glazing, and long-distance trade, all anonymously. No single inventor claimed credit. No monument bore a name. Their art was collective. Modern culture glorifies individual genius. The Indus reminds us that progress can be anonymous, cooperative, and humble, and still magnificent. Lesson 6. Continuity is the real power. After the rivers dried, the Indus spirit didn't vanish. It flowed into later Indian and Pakistani traditions: ritual bathing, bangles, city planning, cotton weaving, and reverence for rivers. The civilization's true monument is continuity itself. Nations fade, languages die, but ideas that serve daily life survive. If a civilization's measure is endurance, the Indus may be history's most successful failure. Quick pause. They built continuity. You can build community. Like and subscribe. It keeps these stories flowing. Lesson 7. Knowledge evolves. A century ago, no one knew Harappa existed. Today, satellites trace its streets, DNA reveals its people, AI parses its script. Discovery never ends. The Indus teaches humility. What we call final knowledge is always a first draft. Each generation rediscovers the same truth, that science and history thrive together. Lesson 8. Shared heritage transcends borders. The Indus once spanned what is now India and Pakistan. In a world divided by modern lines, it's a reminder that culture predates politics. Archaeology becomes diplomacy. Every shard of pottery belongs to both nations, to all humanity. The civilization that traded across seas can still trade ideas across fences. Lesson 9. Silence can be profound. The undeciphered script is frustrating, but also poetic. It reminds us that mystery keeps knowledge alive. Some secrets must remain to drive curiosity. The Harappans wrote thousands of signs we still can't read, forcing us to listen with our eyes. Silence, too, is communication. Lesson 10. The past is a mirror. Every new climate graph, every debate about urban planning, every concern about fairness echoes the same questions the Harappans once faced. How do we live together? How do we share resources? How do we stay sustainable? Their answers, order, balance, community, sound simple until we try to live them. Final reflections. A century ago, railway workers dug up bricks and found a lost world. A century later, we're still deciphering not just their script, but their example. Civilization, the Indus teaches, is not a race for monuments, but a commitment to balance. Progress is not louder skyscrapers, it's quieter cooperation. Their greatness wasn't in conquering neighbors, but in perfecting neighborhoods. If history is a mirror, the Indus shows us what endurance really looks like. Cities that lasted 1,000 years without kings, trade that spanned continents without armies, innovation that thrived without ego. We rediscover them not to romanticize the past, but to rescue their values for the present. And before this series closes its final seal, leave your own mark. Please like, subscribe, and check my Linktree link for even more channels like Warrior and Wisdom, Native History. In Episode 2, we'll tell of Crazy Horse, the spirit of resistance. Finally, the Indus Valley civilization may have fallen silent, but its lessons speak louder with every rediscovery. Its ruins remind us that order, fairness, and community were once the foundations of progress, and could be again. Series complete.